Hi, Maria. Good to see you.
Hi.
Maria, tell us your name and what you are doing.
Okay. Sí. Hola, buenas tardes. My name is Maria Renee Morales, and my pronouns are she, her, am. I'm located in Austin, Texas, and I'm a statewide organizer for Civic Influencers and currently focusing in Texas. I supervise a deputy statewide organizer, Jocelyn Hilbert, and together we have been conducting outreach to 39 universities all over the state, looking to partner with 53 different community organizations and 9 unions. This past spring semester, we coached 19 civic influencers in Texas, and for the summer, we have already hired 21 and are interviewing 8 and are still recruiting.
So Maria and Renee, when we chatted yesterday, you were emotional, and you stated that several events have changed the way youth are feeling in Texas. Could you elaborate for everyone today?
Yeah, sure. So as you all know, on Tuesday, tragically, 19 children and 2 adults were killed in a shooting at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde County, making this massacre the deadliest school shooting in Texas history. Texans and the whole country feel frustrated, angry, and tired. And young people are using all of this energy to act now. There is a lot of momentum. Our civic influencers are so diverse, and they are on different paths of their civic journey and care and are passionate about different issues, which have made them organize and mobilize their community to go out and vote. And here at Civic Influencers, we are providing them with tools and resources they need to advocate for these issues that they care about. And again, like mobilize their community to register, but also to go out to the polls and vote.
Maria Renee, you said that a similar change happened when there was the Supreme Court leak and the Supreme Court was likely to overturn Roe v. Wade. Can you explain?
Yes, so when the Supreme League came out, it added power to a number of our civic influencers here in Texas, because we also went through this last year on the Texas legislature when SB 8 passed, banning abortion, banning abortion 2 weeks after a missed period, and it lets strangers sue people who help someone get an abortion. They can actually sue them for $10,000. So we were already upset about it, and hearing this news was more upsetting, made a lot of people angry. And one of our civic influencers, Isabel Herrera, as an Edwards University student, has been advocating for abortion rights since last year. They have been working to engage students and share resources on safe sex and reproductive justice through collaborating with other organizations, coalitions, aiming to increase civic engagement at their campus and going to abortion rallies where they have always bring voter registrations form to register people to vote, to share information about abortion access and funds. And they have been able to build momentum to register more people and again, like mobilize them to the polls.
Maria, I want you to look at the screen, yet another, which is images of the Black people that were killed in Buffalo. So we've seen the children, the little children, the babies' faces that were killed in Texas. We've seen images of protests around abortion. And we had Mitt Romney's article about preparing for nuclear war. Are you noticing that young people in Texas and throughout the organization are increasing their activism and voter registrations and getting out to vote in the primaries since these leaks and the murders already?
Yes, I have seen civic influencers and other people around Texas that are using their emotions to do more, become more active, and to mobilize their community, like, again, like you were saying, in the primaries, to change their present and their future. Our job here at Civic Influencers is to help students understand their skills, their community, and the issues that they care about and connect them to civic engagement. One of our civic influencers from El Paso, Johnny Roofer, they are really passionate about climate justice, And El Paso is known as the Sun City because the sun is always out, but politicians don't want to transition to clean energy. So we met with Johnny, Jocelyn, and I to brainstorm and understand their skills. And for their systematic change project, Johnny, with other organizations like Texas Rising, Sunrise Movement, and Battleground Texas, created a petition to amend the city chapter of El Paso to adopt a climate policy that will create jobs, conserve water, encourage solar power generation, and reduce the city's contribution to climate change. They have been registering people to vote all over El Paso to elect politicians who will fight for a clean future.
Right. What you're seeing on your screen is the results of surveys that our data science department has been undertaking over the last few months. And what I want to draw your attention to is the shift. So before we had the SCOTUS leak, you look on the bottom, you'll see that the number one issue we had of 512 responses to our survey was that young people said they cared about was treatment of racial and ethnic minorities. The number two issue at that time was healthcare. And the number three issue was the environment. Now look on the far right bottom. The number one issue today, this is as of today, is the environment. One of the data points there was concerns about nuclear war. Number two is healthcare. Number three is abortion. That's how young people are expressing their energy and how we're helping them connect the issues that they're becoming concerned about to the act of registering to vote and to vote. Maria Renee, I know this has been difficult for you and a lot of folks in the field and on the ground. Why are you still excited and optimistic about the work you're doing?
Yes, so this have been like difficult times in Texas and the whole country. But what really gets me excited despite all of this is that young people who have never been in this space want to contribute, they want to join, and they want to start creating change in their community. This summer, we have such a diverse group of civic influencers. We have students, artists, young people from colonias and rural Texas, people who work in tech, and young moms. And we are giving them this space to start their civic engagement journey. People of color have been forced to do this for free, and they get super excited that we're paying them because this honors their time, their commitment, and make them more invested in winning. And because of our data-driven work and strategies and commitment, and we really can increase their likelihood of winning. And before I forget, let me say that Isabel, Johnny, Jocelyn have asked me to thank everyone in the audience for supporting our young people to get registered to vote. Our efforts are working, and we are committed to harnessing the power of young voters and meeting them where they are.
Thanks, Maria Renee.